we've come to the last stage of project management, and at this level, we will be looking at controlling and project controlling and reporting. The control and report phase uh, should be happening throughout the execution phase. Remember, in the execution phase, I talk about uh, phase reviews. Phase reviews. As you evaluate each phase, you should review. So the control and report process should be happening throughout the execution phase. As you execute and deliver, sorry about that. As you execute and deliver your project, you should be controlling that the project is not deviating from the plans. Don't go out of the scope, and you should be communicating uh, to your stakeholders. At the level of the control and reporting phase, there are two things concerned. There are two outputs. Either the project is confirmed as completed, or you have to rework or to do the work again. So if you properly control, monitor, and if you properly evaluate your work well periodically as throughout the execution phase, you will not have to complete the project before it is being cancelled. Along the way, if there's any challenge or if there is any slight deviation, it is being corrected there and then. Okay. Project control is one of the most visible jobs that a project manager does during the execution phase. Controlling means coordinating, communicating, listening, checking, and confirming to customers that the project is completed. Now, I'm very much interested in the area that talks about checking. Checking. When we say checking, you don't just have to sit in the office and hear what those in the field are saying. No. You should actually go down to the field, look for yourself, see what is happening in the field before you endorse as that particular step or that particular phase is completed. Please go down to the field and check yourself. Okay. Communicate the team members, communicate the stakeholders, the level to which your project is. Communicate the team members, communicate the stakeholders, the challenges that are coming with the project. Communicate the stakeholders if there is need for additional resources. Coordinate the activities. Ensure that the specifications are what the builders or the team members are working on. Equally listen to the team members. Listen to their contributions, their ideas. Listen to the contributions of the shareholders. You should not be too autocratic. Yes, you should not be too autocratic. Listen to their point of views, and you receive all the ideas and you conclude on whichever you think after your evaluation is the best. Now, after controlling and reporting, you perform a project closure. You perform a project closure. The project closure is a last phase in the project and should be conducted formally so that the business benefits delivered by the project are fully realized by the customer. Project closure involves undertaking a series of activities to wind up the project, including assessing whether the project completion criteria have been met. You evaluate the project if it has the completion criteria has been met. Identify any outstanding items, activities, risks, and issues. There are projects that after the projects have been confirmed, if you pass around the environment, you find that the environment is so dirty, it has not been properly cleaned up. You find some workers coming back to complain to the sponsors that we have not been paid, all of that. So project managers should ensure that They identify all pending or outstanding items, and then they make sure that they clear off with that before the project can be declared closed. Equally, produce a handover plan to transfer the deliverables to the customer concern. Yes. Listing the activities required to hand over documentation, cancel supplier contracts, and release project resources to the business. So you have to make sure that all contracts regarding the work, since the work is completed, all the contracts are cancelled. And communicating closure to all stakeholders and interested parties. Make sure all stakeholders are informed that the project has officially come to an end. A project closure report is submitted to the project sponsor for approval. That's the final step. So the project manager is then responsible for undertaking each of the activities identified within the project closure report on time and according to the budget. The project is closed only when all activities identified in the project closure report have been completed. Most important, please identify outstanding items. Make sure that all your workers have been paid. Yes, make sure that all your workers have been paid before the project can be declared closed. We say review of project completion. The final activity undertaken on any project is a review of its overall success by an independent resource. Success is determined by how well it performed against the defined objectives and conform to the management processes outlined in the planning phase. To determine performance, a number of questions are being posed. So at this level, this can be carried out by an auditor, a consultant, or any other person to review and see if the project manager actually did his work well, and if the reports given by the project manager as per the completion are actually the reality on the ground. Thank you very much. We've come to the end of the last lesson on um, project management, and equally to the end of the course. Make sure you do all your assignments, you carry out all your review, your evaluations, and hoping to. We have so many other programs like project human resource management, NGO management and sustainability, corporate administrative assistance training, and others. So you can equally follow us on Facebook, get to our website for other programs. Thank you. We will get back to the WhatsApp forum for uh, questions and answers, and equally contributions if you have some. Thank you all very much for following the lesson, and it was good working with you.